Kick it.
It's Candy. She's just so candy.
Welcome guys, this is Candy to another episode of the Candy Internet Talk Show. I am live here in Detroit, Michigan, Motown, hometown Motown, and I have an extra special guest here.
Extra? I'm extra special.
Yes, you're extra special.
Ooh, okay.
So check this out guys, this man has been doing this thing all day. So he's getting to grab him a little bit to eat, but while he's here, we're going to interview him, and I'm going to actually have him introduce himself.
Hi, I am Glen. I am the former head of Song King Music and Street Noise Entertainment. We're at the end of my 30th anniversary, and Candy came by. She covered the festivities, and I'm pleased to be on the show.
Well, thank you very much for allowing me to come in here and invade Detroit. But tell us about, you said your 30th anniversary. 30th anniversary and doing what?
Eating chicken for one. I'm pretty good with spaghetti too. No, this is, we are celebrating tonight. We have celebrated 30 years of myself and my teammates. Some of them not old enough to celebrate 30 years, but through me, they're celebrating 30 years. So we are, this place where we stand, we are sitting across the street from the building that myself, my son's mother, and my older brother started out in the music industry 30 years ago. So we wanted to come back as close to that place to do the 30th anniversary, and that's what I do. And I've been working in and around and for and with great talent for 30 years. And it's been a great ride. It's been a great ride.
Is there anybody specific that you want to name that a lot of people can familiarize themselves with?
Well, I'm not a name dropper.
Okay.
My work speaks for itself.
Okay.
If you know what I mean? That's just the type of guy I am. Because whatever work that I've done in the entertainment industry, I didn't do it to be able to say that I'm associated with this one or that one or the other. You know what I mean? I did what I do because it's my gift, and I'm good at what I do. So there will be a lot of major artists and different people that would want to work with me because I'm good at what I do. So I'll leave it at that. If you want to know something about me, follow my son who has taken over the label and watch his journey. It's his time now. If you can Google me if you like, but whatever. You know, this is it's about the music, and I train my boys, all of the street noise guys. I'm training them to understand that this is about high quality entertainment. It's not about you being the toughest dude in your neighborhood and ease into the music business because you think you're tough. We don't do that at Street Noise. That's not what we do. We cultivate talent, and we bring out the best in people. And I won't have any other way. And as I pass this label on to them, I want them to keep that standard up because I love my industry. And I see how it's eroding with somebody getting a hit record because they was in the Crips. What the hell do that got to do with music? I've never understood that. So I'm training them and trying to get them to understand that make great records, make them from your heart, and you'll be successful. It's just that simple.
So being here from the Motor City, how challenging is it to keep the Motor City going as far as music?
It's challenging, and it's challenging not because of the great talent that's in this area. It's challenging because of all the bullshit that's accepted. We create a sound that we call a quote-unquote Detroit sound. What I'm here to tell you, the only sound that's famous in this world for music is the Motown sound. What you may think is the Detroit sound is not the Detroit sound. It is a sound that was created for people who cannot float in the pocket. That's what that is. Now, is there great talent and great music in this area? Absolutely. But what people are starting to take as the Detroit sound, it's just not true. It's a lie. It's not a Detroit sound. It's people that shouldn't be in our industry. They can't do what they say they can do. That's getting an opportunity to do. That's what's really going on. Because it's factual. We got who? We got Big Sean, right? Is doing major things, right? We got Eminem, who is one of the world's greatest rappers, still alive today. Well, in between Eminem and Big Sean, who else is it?
Currently?
Yeah, you tell me.
I can't think of it.
You know, some of these dudes, they perform and they actually put the mic in their pocket while they perform, while the lyrics are going. You ain't seen
No, I've
that?
never seen that.
Yeah, we got some dudes around here that's supposed to be top rappers that you can go see them and pay your money for them. And as the performance is going on, this dude got the mic in his pocket. Not just that dude, but several dudes. So we got to get back to the creativity. We have to get back to that, or we're not going to have an industry. Well, we'll have an industry, black people just won't be in it. You see how this young brother who had this country record where they kicked him off the country charts and all this stuff?
Yes.
Well, what cannot be denied is the record was a smash.
That's right.
Okay? So white folks had to embrace the record whether they wanted to or not. And that's what happened when you get good product. That's what happens. That makes sense?
That makes, you know what, people who are not in the industry wouldn't understand what you just said.
I'm gonna say all this shit for nothing.
No, I was kidding. but at the end of the day, it's the music, it's the talent.
It's the music
It's
and it's the
about
talent.
how you feel. If you're not doing the music for the love of it, what are you doing it for?
Yeah, because guess what? The money comes from the love. You know what I mean? It's just like when you're in a relationship with a dude and you really into this dude, right? Well, if he's into you like you're into him, success will come through the connection. It's the same thing with music. But if you think that you want to have a music career and a halfway thug career just to get you some money, it's not gonna last.
No.
Because I mean, we thought 6ix9ine was pretty tough, didn't we? We thought, I mean, his persona said that he was gangster, right? Huh?
Who's 6ix9ine?
Well, I'm here to tell you, gangsters don't tell. How do I know? Because I don't tell. Okay?
I like that little bit of word of wisdom. So tell me about Vent Radio.
Vent Radio is a online radio station. And it was named Vent because it was a platform that we wanted to put together where people can say what the hell they want to say.
On the candy show.
Yes, it's just whatever it is. If you don't like it, that's fine. Say you don't like it and say why. But at the end of the day, make us understand why your position is the way that it is. And that's open for everybody. Everybody. Because that's how we learn. We learn by listening to other people.
That's right. Sure do.
That's how you learn. See, people don't understand that. Most people think you learn from running off at your mouth. No, you learn from listening to other people. And when someone that comes before you is trying to give you some game and you ain't got sense enough to accept it, beautiful. Because that means that person's going to die off of the planet with that game and you won't get the benefit of it. We are putting each other's lives for a reason.
Oh my goodness, I've been yes, that's,
Yeah.
I live by that.
And our sister, I must tell you, you know, you've been supportive of my son's career, and you came down here on your own dime to do what you do. I can see the passion. I know that you love what you do, and you're gonna be big in this industry. It's your kind of persistence is what gets us to where we're going. It's not me. See, it's a whole lot of girls on the internet saying they're doing this and doing that, right? But I speak to these women because I have to market my products to them. But it's very seldom that I see a young lady that just calls up a producer or a label and say, hey, you got this going on? I want to come down. You know, they might come down on some booty shit. You know what I'm saying? But you came down here as a professional to cover our 30th anniversary. And I want to say thank you for having that. Not thank you for me, but thank you for you. Because people don't understand that. That's why white folks throw it up in our face every time we say something's wrong. And they say, well, y'all gotta look at Oprah. We got other sisters like yourself. The hell with Oprah. We got other sisters around this nation that want to do or do better than she did. And she doesn't, you don't have to act like her to get what you're trying to get.
And you know what, that's the one thing that I love about the Candy Show is because what I do from the heart. I don't ask for money. If it comes, it comes. I'm a lover of music. And when I see talent out there, at the end of the day, we all need help. We all need support.
Absolutely.
And so the thing is that we have, I don't know about Detroit, but I know back home, there's a lot of us complaining about the lack of support. And so because where I was from and where I came, I'm like, you know what, those platforms are not there anymore. Back in my day, we used to have talent shows and things like that. That's where I came up from. We don't have that anymore. So that's the reason why the Candy Show exists.
Create it.
And that's what we're doing.
Create it. If you don't have it anymore, create it. The reason that I created Song King Music and Street Noise Entertainment is because if you listen to Mr. Al Bell when he spoke of me,
oh my gosh,
he said, he told you the truth. I don't know how to be an employee. I wouldn't be able to hold a job because I would get fired. Because I don't know how to be an employee. I only know how to go to work and try to make a living for my family with the way that I think. I don't want to help you build your Ford. I don't want to help you build your vet. That's your vet. I'm trying to figure out a way so my people can have somewhere to build a car or own an airplane. See, we can't even, see, things are so huge in this country and we steady looking at squabbling over little bitty shit about who dissed who on a record. When them other people, when you move around this nation, do you notice that every city looks the same?
Yes, I do.
That's because they own everything in every city. It's not a mistake, ladies and gentlemen. Every city in the radio sound the same all over America. When you turn on your radio?
It does. It does.
Okay.
Some markets do play different music, but at the end of the day, in generally, it does. It sounds the same.
Yes, because that's the world that we're living in. But people like Steve Jobs, who brought us the iPad and the iPod and showed us a different way to consume product and do new things. Who's going to be the next Steve Jobs?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Who's going to be the next Steve Jobs?
I don't know, but I want to be working with him.
So you said earlier about your son is going to be taking over the business. Tell them a little bit about the business.
My son is going to take over Street Noise Entertainment. And he's a full-time artist himself. So,
can you tell the audience who he is?
My son is Loose Cannon. And he is a phenomenal artist. He is God-gifted. And it's not just because he's my son.
Very multi-talented.
He is God-gifted. And when people, oftentimes in the world we live in today, musically, people don't know what God-gifted is. Well, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, what God-gifted is. God-gifted is Floyd Mayweather. He's God-gifted. You understand that? He's 50-0 in his boxing career, and he's worth $1 billion now. and nobody has found a way to beat him. Why? Not because he's strong, not because he's big, not because he's anything except God gifted. There are talented people in this business. There are people who can train to be talented. And there are God-gifted people that wake up in the morning hearing music, go to sleep hearing music, visualizing music. See, it's one thing to hear music, but when you can visualize music, not many people can see music. Those are the greats, the ones that can actually physically see the music. What do you mean, Mr. Cannon, see the music? Well, music is an emotion. You can't eat it, you can't shit it out. It is an intangible. But what record that no matter how old that record gets, when you hear it, makes you feel a certain way, makes you want to do a certain thing, puts you in a place where times were good for you. That's the power of music. But we're tearing this industry apart. We're tearing it apart by accepting mediocrity. So,
one hit wonders.
You gonna let me out of here now?
Yes. Tell them. Contact information, Vent Radio. How can they see it?
In my semi-retirement, you can catch me on ventradio.net. I have my own show called The Grown Folks Nation, where we talk about grown-up shit. We play grown-up music, and we tackle grown-up issues. All right? That's www.ventradio.net. You can catch me there. And if you see my son out there or any of the other guys on Street Noise, you'll know that my influence is with them. And you're going to have to support it because it's going to be great. If it's not great, you won't hear it. It'll remain a demo. That's how we roll. All right? I want to thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Cannon, for allowing me to come here and just invading your space.
You know what?
Learning you.
But I mean, again, I love hard workers. And when you called me up and I said, this lady got a lot of damn nerve. But after we talked, I knew you was about your business and you wasn't on bullshit.
And my business is to help others. That's my business.
Yes, and mine as well.
Well, guys, this is Candy. I want to thank our extra special guest, Mr. Glen Cannon from Detroit,
Senior.
Michigan.
I'm senior.
There is a junior.
Senior.
All right, you want to take us out of here? No, maybe I'll do it. You just let them know. You are, and I am. He is.
I'm Big Glen, and she is
Candy,
and
we out.
Peace.
Bye. Thank you. Thank you. But most of all, I said most of all, I want to thank you, my audience. Come on back. I said come on back. Come on back.
Kick it. It's Candy. She's just so candy. It's candy.
But most of all, I said most of all, I want to thank you, my audience. Come on back. I said come on back. Come on back.
Kick it. It's candy. She's just so candy. It's